were facing down the dreaded Juggernaut, and didn't do well at all. Both Torin and Michael were crushed under its wheels. In a fit of utter despair, Run used the wish he was granted by binding himself with a genie, and wished to do something that he probably didn't expect would really work well, and that was to turn back time. But it didn't turn back time to a minute, or an hour, or anything useful.
If I could turn back time. Oh, sorry.
It turned the time back a total of 13 days, just over a week ago. Back to Feasting 33, from Feasting 46.
Let's do the time warp
Of course,
now.
that's not as evident to him and Dovit and Erdan and Asteria, who are now all looking up at the sky on the deck of a ship, a very familiar ship to the other three, but not to Asteria, who's never been here before. You hear a voice squeak out, "Oh my stars!" And you hear some feet rushing, and you see some sail. What? Just as two figures from the captain's den. Jasper and Torin, you now see your companions, three of them crumpled on the deck, and a fourth person you didn't expect to see laying there with them.
What the fuck happened to you guys? We leave you alone for 5 minutes. What did you get into?
Did we win?
I thought you said there's one new person, not two new people.
Run just sits up like the Undertaker, and he turns and looks about as he sees Arya. He sees Jasper, Torin. He's like, what? It worked! It worked!
Hey, easy now.
And
Take
then
a breath. Take a breath. Like what?
Just with the speed of a chihuahua on crack, he bolts to Torin, wraps his arms around his meaty legs, and just starts bawling.
Run.
Torin just kind of does like that awkward parent thing, arms kind of like up in the air, like what are you doing? I literally saw you like 5 minutes ago.
Okay, Run, have you been smoking the fucking pipe too much again? Like, what is going on?
He
Why does it look like
Jasper,
you just went through a fight?
and he
You
just
guys are bloody,
bolts
man.
and he just latches onto Jasper's leg.
Run, get off of me.
You are dead! You are dead!
I'm gonna take my hammer, start poking him. Down, boy. Down, boy.
Dovit, get him off of me before I deck him.
Dova's kind of just in disbelief. He walks over.
Who the fuck is Dovin?
That's the new guy that I was telling you about that we have on the ship. I don't know who the fuck the furry pink one is.
Like,
running a home
he
for
walks
wayward
over.
adventurers now?
Dovit walks over. He kind of falls on his knees. He's like, I thought I'd never see you all again. I watched. I can't even describe it.
I'm
I don't want to
leaning
think
closer
about
to Jasper and whisper, "What the fuck did I miss?"
I don't know.
Dovit is like expressive at home. Like he is so happy to see us,
Run,
to see you all.
did you give Dovit some of the pipe too?
Run, you see Floof kind of appear at his side and kind of with a somber tone, Floof, and Run kind of looks down and he nods and composes himself.
All right. Here's where Torch rejoices. All right, everyone, just stop what you're doing. all of us, let's go to the galley where the table's at. Let's figure out the fuck's going on.
There is a lot to tell.
Yeah, it would seem so.
And then Noah's just like, I can't believe it.
And Run turns to Arya. Arya, contact your family. Make sure that they send someone to make sure that they are safe. Because you are not leaving this ship.
All right.
Lead Hysteria.
Yeah, Asteria's just looking like kind of awestruck at the name of Jasper because, like, she had heard of her. If she heard that she died, she can't really believe that she's here either. But she's just not saying anything because she doesn't even know where the fuck she is.
So Run follows as Loof kind of tags along.
All right, once everyone gets here, Torrance go back. All right, whichever one of you is the least hysterical right now, slowly, he looks at Run, slowly and calmly tell me what the fuck is going on.
Nova looks at Run and says, can I say?
I think the first major question is, I ask again, who is the pink furry bitch?
That's
Play nice.
Hysteria.
We met her in the Tomb of Annihilation.
When the hell did you go to a tomb?
Well,
And without us?
oh yeah. You see, that's the thing. Dovid, please, before I start breaking up again.
I got this little one. We are,
But I'm not the only one.
little one used the wish spell. We literally watched both of you die. And now
Hold
we're
up.
here.
You,
Okay,
how do you even have the power to use a wish spell?
We are actually from the future.
Yeah, Jasper's gonna look to Torin. He's definitely been hitting the fucking pipe.
I can prove it.
A lie.
Run looks down at his ring. Mistress, we are out of the tomb. And he rubs the ring.
As you're looking at the ring, you notice that it's now a more dull color. And you hear a voice in your head going, I've already returned to my plane. I do not owe you anything else, but we are still tied by magic.
I just wanted to let you know. Okay.
I can prove that. I can prove this, that we are from the future.
How?
Okay, humor me.
I was put in charge of the party fund, and I have it right here.
The hell you were? What?
I pull out the party fund and show it to them.
Can I reach in my pouch and pull out the party fund? At this point, I still had it.
Yes, you do. You find the money has
doubled.
And sort of, yeah. Basically, anything that Jasper had her on her then, within reason, because I think you spent some money after this point. So you pretty much after this point. So you probably have a little bit more than. Oh no, you probably have about the same as Torin because Torin would have picked up money in the dungeon and put it in there, but something close to that.
My character sheet says 2,572 gold pieces.
Okay, hang on. Let me add that to mine. You said 2,100.
500.
As I said, I don't remember how much you actually had at that point.
Yeah, we'll just call it the 2,500.
Good old duplication cheat.
Yeah, I guess I'll live with that. Well, extra, more or less, magic has accidentally duplicated or reduced money, so
Right.
Okay,
the consequence
hang
of the
on.
spell.
Give me that, and I'll take the pouch from Dovit, and I'll take my pouch, set them side by side, and start counting out the coin to see if it's exactly the same. Because he's new, he wouldn't know how much gold coin I had in here, so he couldn't fucking bamboozle me if he wanted to.
And it wouldn't be the same amount because of spending here and gaining in the tomb. So
Where?
Would there
within
be,
reason,
would there
it'd be
special?
Jasper,
Disrespect.
Jasper, one question. Do you still have the fun ball?
At this point, I think I would have, because I don't think I had given it back to Run.
Yeah, so then you would have it.
I'll pull it out.
And then he
Yeah.
pulls out his.
He stops counting the money. What the fuck?
And he puts it back into his pouch.
Oh God, why is there two of them now?
A few
Well, you
weeks
see,
from now.
actually, you see a small static snap, and there's now one. Basically, the ball in Jasper's hand suddenly vanishes, and it's now just in Run's hand. You also find, actually, that's right, because you also find the same thing with the money. The money that transferred over starts vanishing from what Jasper's looking at, and is only in the pile that Dovid has. That's right. It's the same reason that caused Asteria to be there in the first place. So let's just go with late stage resolution of Paradox.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, one other big question. You said that we died.
Yes, I watched it, and we mourned.
I think I can recite this without. A few weeks from now, we
1 week
would have ran into a demigod.
We already ran into the demigod.
Talking about the storm dude, right?
We will run into him again.
Oh my God, the first time was so nerve-wracking.
He will send us to the tomb because they are getting worried about the soulmonger.
Okay.
On the inside, we managed to get into the tomb, and about a few days from now, I would have made a pact with the Mistress of Chaos.
Makes sense for you.
That doesn't surprise me one bit.
While in the tomb, I thought it would be helpful to go to a safe place that we could rest, because the tomb is, well, it will kill you.
So I've heard.
You're not careful.
Unfortunately, it already did kill us.
Unfortunately, there is a lock on the tomb where you cannot teleport outside of it. And when you do, you go to this corpse room. And there are 2 levers to pull. Unfortunately, the wrong one was pulled, and that's when we lost Jasper.
Question. Who pulled the lever?
Why the fuck you gotta do that to me?
Run kind of looks over at Torin, and then not to look so obvious, looks around. It was chaotic, and I really can't remember who pulled it.
Hang on. I'm trying to do a thing. There we go. It finally came up. Yeah, 25 insight, run.
Okay, you're gonna make me do this.
I'm gonna make you do this.
And unfortunately, actually, my charisma is kind of high, but I am not efficient in that.
Why did that roll?
Oh, maybe I
Hang
am.
on. Actually, no. It was a 19 insight. For some reason, whenever I clicked it, it scrolled up and it looked like it was a 24. It scrolled up into the chat. So yeah, 19. You beat me. You don't remember who pulled it. Do either of you two look over to Erdon and Dovit?
Don walked away looking for something to drink, something strong.
So, Dovin can't really take a hint. He's still like overwhelmed with everything, and so he's going to go over the situation in detail.
Oh my god!
God damn it, Dovit!
Okay, so I'm going to guess that I was saying, as I probably would, that hey, let's be careful about this. Let's take some time to figure out which lever we need to pull. Correct?
There was no indication of which lever was the right one. We all chained ourselves to the walls, and Torin was the one who agreed to pull the lever to sacrifice himself in case something happened.
But unfortunately, the chains didn't hold. You lost your grip. Anyways, about
before you continue, Jasper is going to jump across this table and punch Torin.
Run will
Or just gonna be dumbfounded and be like, I didn't do it. We didn't even have.
Run will use a quick reaction to jump in the way and take the brunt.
Make an attack roll, please.
I don't have unarmed strike on my sheet, so I'm just going to roll a d20 and add my strength, which is a 0. So let's see. 15.
Right, and Run's AC is a 15, so...
Yeah, I hit you.
Yeah.
It would be like 1 point of damage to you.
Plus your strength score, so 1?
Which is a 0.
Yeah.
Yeah, 1.
Grizz, would my coin pouch be stained red?
Yes, it would still have whatever damage was done to it, including stains.
So it was stained red because of the wine ring.
Yes.
Remember the whole discussion that we just had about, not running into things and maybe listening every once in a while? Yeah.
Jasper.
Let's run.
We lost Torin in the tomb as well.
As well as another member. For some reason, they seem to have not made it. Nerdon's walking back up with a big bottle and a big mug for everybody and starts pouring a drink.
Well, I'm happy that your scaly ass is still here, but let's be a little bit more careful in the future so no one else fucking dies, okay?
Luckily, I remember where we went through. I remember the traps. There was messages, so when we go... Because we will have to go back. We will have to do this. Even the gods, it seems that they are needing us to do this.
Well, we already knew we were going to have to deal with the soulmonger anyway. Yeah, we have to go back, but it's lucky that some of you remember a way you could lead the way.
Yeah, Dovin has the Wanderer, so he remembers locations and maps.
Mysteria will kind of step up meekly and just be like, I can help keep people alive.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Hysteria.
I don't mean for any of us to be rude. Me and her are kind of dumbfounded by this, but while we got a chance, let's break up this sad whatever talk we're having. Go ahead and introduce yourself to us.
I'm Mysteria. My fur used to be white, but now I'm kind of pink, as Jasper's pointed out a couple of times. I was in the tomb with them after Jasper died. Torin was really grumpy. But I did help keep them alive for the most part. Well, that was until the big, giant, stony thing came out of the wall and squished him.
I was there with another group of adventurers that were even less lucky than us.
Yeah, they all kind of died. I was hiding. Then this group kind of came along, and I was happy to see people.
Refresh my memory. So, David died and
Oh,
Not-
Michael died.
Michael died. Okay. And Michael was the artificer, or?
Yes, artificer wizard.
Yeah, I was having a brain fart. Okay, so the only new person on the ship would be Hysteria.
Yeah, she's not new, but
Well, you know what I mean.
we've all be timey-wimey.
Well, Hysteria, welcome to my ship, the Windbreaker.
Be here, I think. I'd rather be here than in the tomb.
Or
Dovid
just kindly, slowly turns his head, starts giving Run a look. Your ship?
We've been over this. Both of your names are on the title of the ship. You're the captain, but you're co-owners. Get over it.
Hence the your ship? I believe it's our ship.
Dovid looks at Run and says, "When we have to go back, can we avoid the giant teleporting T-Rex?"
Do fucking what?
Say again?
Can of worms.
I would love to kind of skip that whole matter.
Sure you would.
It was not fun being down his gullet.
Oh, I gotta see this now.
Nah, he nearly died.
Let's hope that we don't have a replay.
Run, cast minor illusion to show the creature to them.
No, I was wanting to see him swallow you.
Don't be rude.
He belches hornets, and he can teleport whenever it wishes.
Okay, cool. My head hurts. I need alcohol stronger than what we have on this ship.
Run
Dovid
kind
says-
of. Well, wait, never mind. It wouldn't be any good.
No, Dovid kind of shudders because he knew where you were going with that.
As a matter of fact, I think it would be best if I emptied out my portable hole, so that way we can use it for something useful than a poisoned wine storage. And he will.
Dovid's gonna turn around. That wine is kind of giving him PTSD at this point.
And
Ariel
Run
would kind of
will.
like rub his arm and just be like, "Sorry, buddy."
Run will leave the room to find a place so that he can possibly, since the ship is still docked, I believe,
Yes, you are
Yes.
currently docked at Port Nazara.
he will go down to the pier And I am guessing that there is an underside to the pier dock that he can
Sure.
walk up underneath. He will pull out the portable hole, open it up, and lay it onto what would be the bottom of the thing, so that way the hole is actually facing down, so that way the wine that is in there can spill out.
Torrance just gonna stand up.
The amount
I need a
causes the
drink.
water
I'm
around
going to the
turn
tavern.
red.
And Torn walks off the ship, heading towards the tavern.
Yep. Jasper's following right after.
Oh, warm food, please.
Jasper's just gonna like catch up to Torin and just be like, sorry, lost my cool. You can't blame me after me hearing that you got me killed.
At this point, I don't even know what to think right now. I just need alcohol.
Yeah, I don't know either. And that sounds like a wonderful idea.
No dancing drinks this time.
Oh, I'm not in a dancing mood. Plus, I already played that trick on you. You already know it too well.
Well, actually, isn't this the time when it is causing that, or was that an earlier episode?
I got
No, this would
Torin
be
in the
our-
earlier episode. I got Dovit
Okay.
and Erdon in this one.
Okay.
Yeah, because would be our second time going to the tavern.
I was trying to remember. Alrighty then.
So after Run empties out his portable hole, he will return to his laboratory. He will take a look at the ring. And
So-
looks to,
So who's going to the inn?
Don will go.
David is probably just gonna sit in his room full of beds that he claimed for himself, and just
Daria
like
will probably go.
sit there and ponder about everything that's happened.
All right. So anyone going? Drop your token around here, because this is about where the inn is. Anyone else? Drop your token in the harbor, so that I know who's where.
Mark where to drop the tokens again because I was zoomed in too far.
All right. If you're going to the inn to drink, right over here with and if you're not, drop your token in the harbor ward.
Where are the tokens at?
Oh, you drag and drop them from your sheet. You just basically click on your sheet and drag, and it drops a token over.
Okay, I don't see my token showing up.
Whenever you're looking at like where you click to open your character sheet, you just click on your name and drag that out, and it'll drop your token.
I cannot figure this out.
Need help?
I am trying. Is this it? Yes. Okay.
Yes, David.
I have tried.
Yeah, got it.
All right. I'll let you run. You said you're going to your laboratory. So Jasper, Torin, Asteria, and Erdan are all heading to go out drinking.
Oh, yeah.
All right. And David and Run are staying on the ship.
Yeah.
Yep.
At least
Alright.
David is.
All right. So the four of you make your way through the streets and eventually find yourself at the familiar site of the Thunder Lizard Inn. So Torin and Jasper, this is just, you're going in, drinks, not expecting anything else. But as Erdan and Asteria enter, they notice a very familiar shape sitting... Well, where exactly would you be sitting in a Rakshas bar, Michael?
That's a good question. Probably not exact, like maybe off away from where all the commotion would be. Just kind of off of ways. Just observing what's going on.
Like maybe in the corner.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe with one of your mechanicals or something like that sitting there, like you're nursing
Yeah.
a drink. Yeah, that's probably what drew their
Right,
attention. They
Aragon.
noticed it out of the side of their eye. They noticed the mechanical turn over that way and notice that Michael has been sitting there all along, and they just didn't notice him last time because they didn't know him yet.
Asteria's gonna like run over and
Well,
hug him.
Erdan didn't notice him
George's-
last time. That Michael,
Tor's just gonna walk right up to the bar.
A random satyr woman just jumped on you.
You're like, what's going on?
You're alive!
Well, yeah, why wouldn't I be?
Don
Oh.
walks up.
Right.
Michael, you remember us?
No, not really. Did I meet you in a past life or something?
You're way closer than you would like to think. Come over here and take a seat with us. Promise you we're friends. Buy you a drink.
Okay, that sounds
There's a
good.
story you need to hear.
All right, let's. This sounds interesting. Let's see what happens.
Get him over the table, and I'm just like, so, our friend ended up becoming involved with a pact that made him into a wild mage. Got teleported. Not sure exactly still to this day where we got teleported, but it wasn't fun. And you just kind of walked in out of nowhere. So when we got out, you followed us into the Tomb of Annihilations. And
Tomb of the Nine Gods.
the Tomb of the Nine Gods. And your time did not come to a fun end.
Oh, does not sound good.
And then after you died, Ryan made a wish, brought us back in time. We were kind of wondering where you were. Thought you would be on the ship with the rest of us, but you're here.
Well, that's quite an interesting tale, and kind of makes me think of the project that some of the wizards and mages are working on. It doesn't sound like it's going to go very well from the sound of it, so I'm kind of glad to kind of know that ahead of time.
So, if you were to decide to go back with us, you have quite a leg up on everything now. You remember a lot of the tomb and a lot of the traps. We nearly made it to the bottom, I believe.
Jasper's just gonna look over at Torin. Fucking Christ, another one.
I'm done with today.
I must think about this. It sounds interesting. So what exactly, why were we going into this tomb exactly?
Well, Jasper will speak up at this point. Well, do you know about the death curse that's been over the land?
Oh yes, that's right.
Yeah, from some history that I know, kind of is starting in this tomb. There's a thing called a soulmonger that resides in the tomb. Oh, we gotta go take care of that. And then Death Curse gone.
Okay. That makes sense. So out of character, Grizz, can I roll to see if I remember exactly why we were trying to open, the group of us were trying to open that portal in the first place that ended up getting me stranded in the plane?
Sure. Book a history check.
All right. Let's do this. see if I can get anything, because I'm curious about this now, because I kind of have an idea of something now. But let's see what we get.
You've kind of got this impression. Unfortunately, you're an artificer. You're on the artificer part of the team, not the wizardy part of the team. Like you were trying to helping to build and troubleshoot actual objects. Uh, they were working on harnessing ambient energy that seemingly, because of the death curse, there's extra magic in the air, though not necessarily good magic. Uh, and they're hoping to harness it in order to make devices that could function as teleporter rays, basically, or possibly even punching ways into other planes of existence. There's rumors that such things were done at one point, maybe 150, 200 years ago, something like that, over in Imlarin. And they kind of think that they could use this energy to harness to make a device to do that, and you were on part of the team. But since, of course, that has the test hasn't happened yet, you don't know what might have gone wrong. So that would have eventually led your future self to get stranded and then get rescued.
Okay. Interesting. So I will relay that information to them. And I think I will join the group. I think it would be wiser since obviously for obvious reasons it didn't go well and doesn't sound like it would. It's inevitably it's just fate that I'll wind up back there again, more than likely, since it happened as it is. I think it would be wiser to try to put an end to the death curse than to try to exploit it and allow somebody else to wind up stranded in wherever it was that I ended up at. I think it'd be wiser to try to put an end to all this craziness.
You said that you were building the thing?
Yes, I was helping with constructing it, and as well as trying to help with troubleshooting any of the issues that may have come we may have come across.
You may want to destroy it just so the people that you were working with maybe don't get trapped there.
It's not a bad idea.
Which one was that talking?
Area.
I'm looking over at Jasper. We have another chaos one?
I don't know anymore.
Another chaos one? What do you mean?
Someone you haven't met yet, that apparently you have met, but you haven't now, is Fun. Full name, Run Amok Mess and Munch. Kind of in the name. He's a little chaos gnome.
Okay.
I'm getting a headache from this. Torn just waves the barkeep over. And I'm gonna need something stronger than mead and ale for tonight. Thanks, man.
Yeah, make that double.
But here's the question I have, though. What if by trying to destroy the portal, it's what actually causes me to get trapped in the other plane?
Well,
Time paradoxes are weird. That could literally be.
yeah, that's true.
Right? Exactly. That's why I'm like, It does make sense to try to destroy it, but at the same time, since I don't know how I ended up there exactly, what if that could be what caused it?
Yeah, you might want to just stay away from it.
Yeah, you just come with us.
That sounds like a better plan. Let's not tempt fate a second time.
And since we know what killed you the first time, we know what to avoid.
Exactly. That sounds like a good plan.
Warren and you both at your end in that same room.
You kind of were both
Oh. Well, then
big
let's.
big stony thing on wheels. Not fun.
Don's gonna be like, "Does anybody want food? I'm gonna go order some nice hot food."
I would love some food.
Sure, I'll take
Go
a.
order like a bunch of bread and like meat and soup and stuff.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna stick with the liquid diet for tonight.
I second that.
Yeah, some bread sounds good.
Okay, rules for you two newbies. Not technically new, but enough. One, don't touch me. That's the one major rule. Don't touch me.
Okay.
They're just gonna be like, oh, well, see, like, there's some spells that whenever I cast them, I have to touch somebody, and, well, what about then? Jasper's just gonna look at her, oh, if it's a touch spell, then fine. Other than that, don't touch me. So, look out for running his shenanigans. He's always up to something. Keep an eye out. Help us keep him under control. It's gonna be a hard job. Welcome to the team.
Never leave the gnome without adult supervision.
Okay, that sounds like a good rule to have.
Speaking of
considering
which,
how he sounds.
I was about to tell you to roll an intelligence check to see if you remembered you left
This
him
is-
without supervision.
speaking of which, I hope that Dovid dude is still on the ship with Run.
Speaking of which, I need to go check on them. Okay, so while you guys are on the ship with only the crew to watch over you, what are you doing?
I am sitting in my room. I am sitting here pondering everything that has happened and thinking of how I can better protect my friends the next time.
And what about you, Run?
Run is going to experiment by going into the ring with Floof.
What sort of experiment?
Well, it would be the first time that Run uses bottled respite. As an action, you can magically vanish and enter your vessel, which remains in the space you left. The interior of the vessel is an extra-dimensional space in the shape of a 20-foot radius cylinder, 20 feet high, and resembles your vessel. The interior is appointed with cushions and low tables and is a comfortable temperature. While inside, you can hear the area around your vessel as if you were in space. You can remain inside the vessel up to a number of hours equal to twice your proficiency bonus.
I love that spell. Now that I remember what it does. The in one game I was running for a bit, we had a Grung character who was a water genie warlock, and he liked
nice.
Yeah, he liked to hang. Oh no, sorry, he was an earth. What? No, I think actually he was an earth genie. Well, he was a genie warlock, and he used his bottle to hang out in. At one point, the bottle was stolen by a bird and dropped in another part of town, and he had to convince the person who opened the bottle that he was a genie. It was funny. I can imagine Run doing that.
That actually does sound like something Run would do.
Yeah, maybe I should put you in touch. Yeah, you should talk to my friend Quentin then, because he played that character, and you're in my my Discord. Just talk to him. Anyway,
I can just see like Run being in the ring, but the ring is like in the world of Elf with Will Ferrell, and he's like the Jack in the Box.
mm-hmm. So are you gonna use Floof to watch over the ring while when you have to rest inside of it, or are you gonna trust another party member with it?
Right now, it's just going to be in his room because he wants to take Floof with him.
Okay. And how long do you plan on staying in that bottle? Or how long can you, ring. How long can you stay in the ring?
I can stay in for 8 hours.
Oh, nice. Well, I'm going to go check in with the other party. Be right back.
We can we could actually take a long rest in there if.
Area will be more bubbly. And...
Okay. So, how long do you spend at the inn drinking before you head back to the ship, realizing that Dovit might not be up to supervising Run?
Oh my god.
Oh no.
God freaking damn it.
Jasper is staying until she gets a pretty good buzz going and forgets. Not forgets,
Torrance
but,
getting like
not feeling.
Torrance getting fucking hammered.
All right. So everyone who's drinking, roll me con saves.
Yep.
Oh my gosh.
Which question for you, Grizz. Does Asteria roll at advantage like she did? That was Jasper's. In the what the fuck was the name of that campaign? One that Gemini Elf was running.
What
Her
was the
backstory?
Oh yeah, from the backstory reasons, I'd imagine that's a yes.
Okay, so let me roll that out.
Oh yeah, Torrance hammered.
Oh god, what did you roll?
I'd even break 10. Barkeep must have brought some fucking strong ass shit.
So Torin gets drunk really quickly, but Jasper still has her head.
Yeah, nope. No, I don't.
I was slamming them back.
I thought you said the first one was Jasper.
First one is Jasper. The second one is Asteria. Like it says at the bottom which one I rolled it off of, but I rolled again because she's drinking until she gets buzzed and is not feeling as bad.
No, I'm saying Torin gets drunk within the hour, and for Jasper, it takes roll me a 1d4. It takes a full 3 hours for Jasper to get hammered.
Cool.
The other 3 seem to be fairly sober adults in this party.
I just had one drink. Just to, help lighten the mood a little bit.
Oh no, Torin got absolutely hammered.
Alright, come on, big guy.
Like at one point, I'm pretty sure he probably started a fucking Viking chant right there with the tavern goers.
So after about 3 or 4 hours, do you spend an extra hour after Jasper gets drunk?
No, I was saying while Jasper was getting drunk.
No, I mean in terms of staying at the tavern drinking. Do you stay until she gets drunk, or do you stay an extra hour or so?
Just until I get drunk, probably, and then I'll have to cast Lesser Restoration on Torin, sober him up a bit.
Rein in the big guy.
Yeah. Right, come on, big guy. We gotta go back to the ship. We've left Run for too long.
I was having fun with my new friends.
Yeah, okay. Just like puts an arm around him and like is leading him to the ship.
He just grabs a random mug off the bar as they walk out. Like, oh no, to-go cup.
Never seen you make friends so quickly. Maybe we should get you drunk more often.
Jasper, how bad were you dancing?
Oh, this wasn't that kind of trip. This was just a purely getting drunk and lessening feelings kind of trip.
Ah.
As they stumble on, as Torin stumbles onto the ship and Jasper is stumbling with her a little bit, then, hey guys, we have a new friend. Michael.
Friends for everyone today.
Hey, everybody.
The sailors wave. You see a furbolg woman clutching a juvenile axe beak, who's kind of waving at you as well.
Oh, don't forget that she would have a flying snake around her neck too.
Yep, it's right there. Actually, it's not there right now. She sent it off to send the message.
Dovid starts to tear up again, seeing Michael.
Torin leans down to Jasper. That axe has wings.
Yes, it does, buddy. I like pat him on his scaly head. Let's get you to bed.
So, what time of the day is it?
I'd say it's towards evening at this point. Dovit, during all this time, you have not seen Run anywhere. You've just been in your cabin. You haven't heard any explosions. Run's been suspiciously quiet.
Oh no.
Oh God, that's not a good
Well,
sign.
nobody's asked about him yet, so I've not had to say anything.
After Jasper puts Torin to bed, she'll come back up onto the ship. Okay, there's Run.
I was
don't know.
about to ask
He
too.
went-
I was like,
He went
since
down
I've
to
heard
his.
to keep an eye on the chaos gnome. Oh yeah, I second that. Where is Run exactly?
He went down to his room, and he has not come out. I have not heard anything since he went down there.
Oh God.
Maybe the
Jasper's
kitties
still
ate him.
like-
The kitties are still in the hold.
But Michael, I'm so happy to
But I
see
didn't
you.
hear any screams.
Oh, it's good to see you too. I don't remember you, but I assume from the explanation I had received that you too were also in this tomb of doom and chaos and survived since you remember
Yeah.
me and I didn't.
Yes, I watched you. You were like an earthworm getting a rock thrown on him. I was so
That's pretty
sad.
painful. I'm glad we were able to come back in time, and hopefully this time around we can not all die.
Jasper's just running down the stairs towards the door.
They're done. We'll run with her.
I figure out what Run's doing.
Dova's like, oh, I'm sure he's fine.
So, so you're going to open the door, huh?
Yep.
As you open the door,
Hold
you see that the
Go ahead. Listen, did you get down to the hold? Of course, the two prowling cats just kind of sniff at you.
Animal friendship. Post the text. It's not concentration, so I can cast it on both of them.
Just to affect them for you or me too.
Well, they just become friendly, basically.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
mean them no harm.
They sit down and kind of watch you.
Good kitties. Fine.
as you open the you find that the room is empty.
Oh. Run.
I'm looking around him.
Oh God. Feeling
So-
around because I know this is visible.
So, Grizz, the ring would probably would be on top of bed, so I'm going to leave the DC up to you. Like, something that
How about the two of them? Roll me.
Been since he went into the room.
Out three.
Yeah, it's just been 3 hours.
Only
Bed. But wouldn't necessarily. There's at least a ring on the bed.
she up to it whenever they were all in the room together. So I think she would like notice that he was wearing it before. What? Can I like get up, look at it? How would he take this off?
run hearing all of this probably can tell that there's a bit of a slur to her speech. Inside the ring, he has an evil grin.
I look
Just
at the
hoping.
ring to see if I see anything. He was talking to it earlier. See like any markings on it, see if it's magical, like anything.
Do you have the ability to sense magic?
Yes, I do, I think. Wait. Can dispel magic? Do I have detect magic? I do, yes.
Well, it's definitely got magic about it.
What kind of magic?
What kind of magic is it, Ren?
Well, are you handling the ring?
Yep. Oh no, what are you about to do to me?
So, as you are handling the ring, it starts to glow. What kind of school of magic would things like plane shift and gate and teleportation be?
I don't know. Evocation, maybe? I don't know off the top of my head, sadly.
Okay, well, whatever that is, that type of aura on it. As you are holding it, you hear and poof pops into existence.
Doing
Can take us into the. But it came out a little.
More than your...
Fortunately, it doesn't way. It's in there. Yeah, I'll have to because I did my character sheet on Winnie. Here we go.
You can magically... It's... The temperature, while it's here, then there's around you. Okay, exit. When you exit, remain there until carried every object in there.
the way that I'm reading it, I think it just means him.
Too, but it also doesn't say you can't. That being said, I think if you can take somebody, one person, indoor.
Okay.
There, but if you want, like, you could take one person in there.
What I was experimenting.
It's been a long day. I'm not even stop you at this point. You're going to experiment whether we won't get fucking.
Oh, yeah, the magic one that has the color on it.
I don't think she gave me a bean.
And I'm not 100% sure I got the coin before now. You didn't deal with her until after.
Yeah, so yeah, we wouldn't. I would have the coin.
You might actually find she has this habit of putting them in people's pockets.
I'll reach him out and find one.
1d2.
Tails.
We'll just say like 1d, 1 and 2, and
Even odds, basically.
yeah. So it would be a 1.
So you find a coin in your pocket.
You mean this?
Yep, that would be the one. That thing can be used, but it's also a bit tricky. And when you decide to go into the tomb, we're not doing that.
Yeah, you told me.
We might understand.
Got it. I'll.
But for now, we'll. I need because I am beat. And he just goes basically face first, plant onto his cot,
That sounds like a.
and instantly.
First, pass the Gritcham on the head. We got something to do with you two. And she's gonna walk the deck, and I think this room. Just gonna go over, flop down on the bed, and just kind of rubbing her face for a little bit. And just, oh, what did we do? What did we do?
Down to the deck and see what everybody else is doing.
After she had the crisis, she probably eventually fall asleep.
David is just kind of like talking to himself. Right, we can avoid the horrid wine room. We know what to do this time.
Yeah, those wine we pink.
Kind of curious. How did it happen to me during that? Because I don't seem to dyed any colors or anything like some of you.
Well, you in the room with the wine, thankfully, but you got crushed.
So I got crushed after you went into the wine cellar, or before, or wine?
It was after the wine trap.
Oh, okay.
Quite a bit after.
Interesting. Okay.
Asteria is just gonna try to find like a wash basin or just anything on the ship and try to like scrub her fur because she hasn't been able to up until this point, and just try to get some of the pink off of her.
There doesn't appear to be much in the way of wash basins available. However, you are at a port. There might be a bathhouse. Or there could be prestidigitation spells that could help you out there.
Area, we are in a larger city. I might advise waiting until morning to try and go off the ship to find something.
What time is it?
It is early evening.
I mean, Michael, you said you wanted to do some shopping. You want to go find somewhere, a bathhouse?
Yeah, so, just as a clarification, did Jasper take the party fund back from Dovit?
It's on the table in the meeting room. She didn't pick it up and grab it. Kind of stopped counting it whenever Run pulled out the what I've appropriately named the bondage ball.
So I need to remove that from my inventory then.
Yeah. Say we go get it and we go hit the town.
Yes, and the stereo will skip into the room, grab the party fund.
2,572 gold.
1,571.
72.
And as you touch the party fund, a large lion appears in front of between you and the door.
Hi, kitty. Nice kitty.
It growls as you reach.
Hey, it's the party fund. We're all allowed to use it.
Is that Floof?
Alright, Torin kind of stumbles in, like, half awake, still fucking drunk. The hell's going on? It's right next door.
Trying to go to a bathhouse to wash my fur, and the kitty won't let me out.
The lion turns to Torin as if questioning.
I just need like a couple gold, please.
Erdon!
Oh.
I still don't know her, so you take the party fund for now. Y'all go do something. Just let me sleep.
I'll try to take the bag and see.
Leave, stand down.
Asteria will just hand on the bag.
The lion will step to the side and kind of just lay down.
Good kitty. Nice kitty.
Of course, it only listens to me when I'm drunk.
Kind of like lean down a little bit. I pet you.
He just closes his eyes,
Like give him little scritches on top of the head.
kind of leans into it a little bit.
So just kind of giggle, stand back up. Okay, let's go. I want to be de-pinked.
David is going to be kind of like working out on the main deck, trying to train and make himself more ready for the next time.
So, Stary and Michael, you going with me?
Yeah, I need to find a armorer. If I'm gonna have any chance of surviving this, it might be wise to try to find some armor.
We should find the place. I need arrows. I've been running low. And we'll
Sounds good to me.
to town, try to find a armor slash butcher and bathhouse.
So it's evening, and you guys are leaving the ship again.
Yep.
Alrighty.
Oh, I not like the way you said that.
It's like we get there. Oh, everything's closed.
Everything's closed or like a fucking monster appears in the middle of the city.
Alright, those of you who are headed out this time, move your token back to the market area. Which is
Which way was the market area?
yeah, down here.
To do. Oh, yeah. Nope, that's Jasper's token. Shit. Put that back.
Right there.
So soft and silky.
It's a happy tiny little token.
So tiny.
Yep.
Okay, so it's just the three of you out shopping?
Yep. Jasper's passed out. Torin went back to sleep. Run's experimenting, and Dovit's working out.
Hold on a second, sorry. Yeah, sorry about that. It was hard to get my mouse to work. The cat is laying on the mouse pad.
that can cool.
Yes. Alright. So you're headed off once more, this time in search of a bath and a few other things.
Asteria will just kind of be looking around for, like, looking and smelling for, like, the smell of steam and maybe something floral like soap.
I'm just checking to see if there's an official bathhouse or if I can just drop one in there. Because I'm pretty sure there would be one in such a place.
Probably, yeah.
I would think so.
You're gonna smell like lilac and gooseberries, or
I hope so.
Oh.
Oh.
I don't know if that's a good roll or a bad roll.
Well, it's only his cartographer's tools, so map making. He's probably making a map of the tomb.
Probably. That's not so bad.
be a smart idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of the things you saw of it, yes. Ah, there we go. Public bathhouse.
Hey.
And you discover that it is over here. The port is actually quite clean. Not simply because of the rain, but because the people are very hygienic. And you've noticed this. Those of you with sensitive noses notice that it doesn't smell so bad here as you might expect. I mean, you're smelling more of the, the bits of flora and the smell of the ocean, all the salty air. So
not
you
so
discover that there are public bathhouses and some, smaller private ones, but the public one is open to everyone and seems to be run by a priesthood. You can see from the front, as you see symbols dedicated to Sune, Sune, out front. Actually, yeah, that would be Sune here.
Stereo will walk right in.
And thankfully, there's actually no charge, but there is a donation bin, and you see that there's actually a good number of people here right now, mostly humans and lizard folk, but they aren't giving you any weird looks.
She'll drop a gold into the donation.
Right into the giant clam cell. You do notice that a lizard person come over to you with a towel over the one arm and asks, "Could you also enjoy a massage today?"
That sounds lovely.
And it kind of offers a hand and says, "That is an additional fee. It is only... Lyra, no, don't eat my dice. It is only a single gold for such a service. Is that all right?"
I'll hand him a gold.
And you are whisked away to one of the more private room areas where there is a small dipping pool. There's only like two other people off to one side. Both women. Well, actually, you're assume that the other one is a woman that is a lizard person. And they're like sitting. They're sitting in like categories from each other in like the pool. So they're having a conversation. They're not like in touching distance exactly. But there's also two tables set up in here. Would you like to dip first, or would you like to have your muscles work done first and cool off in the pool?
I'm probably going to take a dip first. Do you happen to have like a very strong bristly brush?
And the woman kind of who's sitting in the pool looks over at you and kind of reaches behind her and offers you one. Here, this one's... I haven't used this yet. This is pretty clean.
Thank you very much. And Asteria will go down into water and just start scrubbing at her fur furiously with this brush to try to get some of the pink out.
Do you go down in your clothes, or do you just drop your clothes on the side? And...
Oh, no, I'm dropping clothes, no shame.
Don's gonna get a bath as well.
And what's Michael doing at this point?
Just kind of browsing the market, seeing if he can find anybody that might sell, like maybe leather armor or something along those lines. I can equip medium armor, so I'm kind of trying to find.
Yeah, the market's even in the early evening is a pretty busy place. And you can see pretty much any good you could want that is available in the player's handbook at the player's handbook prices. So it's not hard to find a set of leather armor, or a set of leather armor if you'd prefer.
I need to find the handbook now. Where did it go? There it is, right? Yeah. And then I just have to look through items, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Arcane Grimoire. Oh look, armor of invulnerability. No, I'm just kidding. I know I can't get that.
Well, you can't get any in the normal stalls, but if you want to look around a bit, we can see if there is anything.
Sure, why not?
All right. Are you looking for magic items or anything peculiar?
Maybe some armor, unique armor.
All right.
Seeing if I can even bring up in the D&D 5th edition armor. It seems to be, well, it's searching under category armor.
Yeah, one sec. Sorry, my headset is just the rope got the wire got tangled in something.
No worries.
If it's not the cat, it's the headset. If it's not the headset, it's finding something in a book.
I'm opening up my book with pictures of magic items, and I saw Doctor Strange, the new Doctor Strange movie yesterday, and I happened to upon the page with the Ring of Spell Storing, which looks just like a sling ring.
Ooh, nice.
Yep.
Like, so my first brain jumped sling ring, and I was looking. No, it's a Ring of Spell Storing.
Yeah, I saw the picture of it whenever I was picking it out for Asteria.
All right.
Oh God.
So, you look around, and you see one slightly larger stall off to one side, with what looks like draping fabrics over the front. But as they swing in a slight breeze, you notice that the interior seems to hold some sort of armor. You can see bits of leather, you can see bits of maybe iron or steel, and something a bit shiny.
Interesting.
But it revolves stepping out of the main thoroughfare and into a tiny little enclosure.
I will go inside.
You see what looks to be a hunched over lizard man with wrinkly scales standing there. Only has one eye, the left eye. The right eye seems to be filmed over, a bit of yellow tinge to it. Can I help you?
So I was looking to see if maybe you had some unique, possibly medium or light armor, maybe? Especially kind of like, yes, like this one that you have here that looks interesting.
What kind of unique? Like gestures at the kind of purple, yellow, weird looking armor and off to one side. Like that?
Possibly armor that's been given a type of maybe some resistance to it, or enchanted, possibly.
This one's enchanted. This one's enchanted against lightning.
Interesting. That does sound pretty good.
Do you like shields? I have shields.
No, that would kind of hinder against me using a staff. So, is this the only set of armor that you have?
You see several other sets hanging out. You said interesting sets. I have other sets.
Okay. Any other ones that are enchanted?
Yes, and gestures another one with pictures of waves on it. That one will help you swimming.
Interesting. How much is it for the one that has lightning resistance?
All right, that one is rare. Let me pull up my price guide. That's right, it's under downtime activities.
Padded armor?
They're padded armor? They're like studded and other.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
So give me a 2d10.
2d10. Nope, that's not what I wanted. D10.
For this item, 8,000 gold.
Ooh, 8,000 gold. All right. Okay. What other? How much is the other one?
Oh, other armor. The one that helps you swim. The one that helps you move underwater. Fight underwater.
Yes.
That one. And it kind of rubs at its chin for a moment. That one is only 300 gold.
Ooh, 300. Okay. What armor class is it? Like, is it medium armor, light armor?
You're looking specifically for medium armor?
Yeah.
You know what? Since this isn't a doesn't specify, I imagine you can put that enchantment on any type of armor, and I will say that this is leather armor.
Perfect.
So it works. The status is leather armor, but it gives you the additional features of while wearing this armor, you have a swimming speed equal to your walking speed. In addition, whenever you start your turn underwater with 0 hit points, the armor causes you to rise 60 feet towards the surface. The armor is decorated with fish and shell motifs, and because your walking speed your swimming speed is now equal to your walking speed, it means you don't suffer disadvantage for fighting underwater. It is useful for that. It's something that you could have used in the wine room, but you weren't in the wine room.
And we're going to be on the ship, so if something happens overseas, then
Mariner's armor is useful.
And it's fitting that your name is Michael. Phelps.
Oh my god. I want a divorce. We're not even married. I want a divorce.
I need to. Let's see. I have 120 gold on me. I will need to see if maybe I can use some of the party funds to make up the amount of money that I don't have. So.
Just say that Don's finished up his bath and kind of headed that way looking for Fletcher, so probably around that area.
Yeah, since you can pretty much find everything there and find your arrows at standard cost.
How much extra do you need from the party fund?
180.
180? Yeah, we can do that.
Cool. Alright, so I will buy that armor.
Y'all got cool magic shit at one time, so you can get some cool magic shit.
Yay, woohoo! So is that leather armor +3, or what kind of leather armor would I be getting?
It's just regular leather armor.
Oh, just regular leather armor?
Yep, with the basically takes away your disadvantage of fighting in water and gives you a swim speed equal to your walking speed.
Nice. So if I drag and drop that, there it is. Yay, it's right there.
Little girl.
And then how do I equip it?
It's automatic. Do you already have leather armor in your inventory?
I just drag and dropped it. Yeah.
Yeah, then
right
it's
now.
automatic. Should be automatically equipped. I would just check your AC and kind of verify it with that.
Yeah. If there's not a blue check mark next to it, then it's not equipped. You have to put the little click the check mark, and then whenever it glows blue, it's on.
Oh, okay. Oh,
And
just
then
bump
check
me up
your
to
AC.
yeah, bump me up to armor class of 11. That doesn't sound right.
Yeah, what's your dex score?
Dex is at a 10
Okay.
or
So
11.
Is leather,
Sorry, 11.
is leather armor only a +1?
No, it makes your base AC 11 plus Dex.
He has 0
Well, yeah,
dex.
so 11 plus your Dex.
So
So
that is
yeah, I
his
guess it
dex.
would be a 1. Wow.
Damn.
That didn't
Wow.
help much. It's like, yay, I get one more point of
You are
armor.
very squishy.
Yeah. Hopefully at some point I can increase that somehow.
To Torin about maybe taking Shield of Faith or Sentinel for you.
I would appreciate that.
Yeah, Sentinel is they have to roll a Wisdom check to be able to hit you. Not a Wisdom check, but a Wisdom saving throw. So if they fail that, then they just don't hit you, and they have to choose another target. It's one of the things that my cleric has in another game.
Nice. I'll have to see if I can get that.
Do I get it as
So
a
I'm
card?
at
I don't know.
0 gold. I have no gold on me now.
Oh, Asteria, looking at the bathhouse. Less pink.
Very much so.
Oh, thank God.
Hey.
Kind of like shake herself like a dog after getting out of the bath and then go to get her massage, loosen up her muscles after being in the tomb. Imagine the water in that bathhouse that she was just in does not look pretty because there's probably blood and grime and slime and just all sorts of shit in that water now. And then after that, make my way back to the ship.
I need to.
The races evolved into what, like the elves, the orcs, and all that.
Right.
Hello.
Hi.
Returned back to the ship at this point.
Asteria walks back onto the ship looking slightly damp, but a lot less pink.
Did you all have a good outing?
Oh, very much so. Like her, she
We
just
did.
looks looser and like way more happy. I had a massage.
Well, really?
Yeah. Felt good to wash off all that grime from the tomb.
Yeah, that water really gross.
Don't talk to me about water in the tube.
That was technically mine.
Delvin kind of grabbed his shoulder.
And sorry, big guy.
I've been trying to tune my skills to make sure that we can make it through a little easier next time.
Well, we should have an easier time. We definitely won't be going back in that room.
Yep. I
Please.
also found some armor, leather armor. Gives me advantage in water, or at least for the most part. I can move better in water and underwater and in water and stuff.
That will definitely come in handy.
I'm sure it will. Grizz, I have a quick question.
Go for it.
What should I name the armor so we'll remember that it
Mariner's
has
armor.
Mariner's armor? Okay.
Ooh, nice.
And I imagine by the time we get back to the ship, it's probably gonna go night night.
Yep. Full dark
Yep.
at this point.
So, sleeping arrangements. Where should I sleep?
Show Michael and Asteria a place where they can sleep as wherever. Empty room.
I think. Yeah, I think Rhea sleeping in here. And so, yeah, Asteria will just kind of go down to one of these rooms. If I can get my damn token. There.
I'm free.
I don't think there's a bed in it. Oh, but I think this one is. Ren usually sleeps in his. This. Then Erdon will go down to this one. You just hear Asteria scream, "Oh, thank God, a bed!"
Yeah, she hasn't had one of those in a while.
Nope. Sleeping on the cold, hard floor in a bubble.
Not the worst arrangement, but
Probably how she stayed alive for so long, just kept recasting Lima's tiny hut. So nothing
yeah.
can get at her.
Dovet's gonna go in here to his room with many beds. and just finally feels like he can rest.
Now, I will say after Run does have a long rest, does have some ideas that he wants to work on. One of the ideas is to create masks for everyone. A particular
create
type
what
of
for everyone?
mask. A mask.
Mask. Okay.
A mask.
Yes. A very particular type of mask. One that you can attach a bottle of air to.
Oh. I think I know what you're doing.
And then on top of that, he's also going to make a list of things that he feels that we would need for the tomb. But there's one little hiccup. And he will bring this up in the morning. Everyone is awake, well rested.
Oh, man, I knew there was something I forgot. I meant to ask if there was any metal scraps or any random gears that the shop owners didn't want or need.
Talk to Run about it. He'll probably have some shit.
Cool. Because being an artificer, having extra scraps and whatnot comes in handy for tinkering and whatnot.
So did the Iron Defender not come back with you?
Oh
No,
no,
it
he
did.
did.
Yeah, it never
I
got
was-
destroyed, so now it's still here.
Yeah, back in time, yes. He's just stored away for now.
Okay. I was like, I didn't remember seeing his token. I was like,
No, in this time he's still around. Kind of thinking about seeing if I can make some modifications to him, though.
so where is Michael right now currently?
That's what I was trying to figure out, like what where I was sleeping.
In probably the room with mini beds where Dovid is.
Okay, then I'll just pick this one.
Michael, I've been meaning to ask you, were you in the city the whole time? Because I remember meeting you on the ethereal plane.
Well, yes, I was around the city. I was actually just taking a break from working on that portal with all the other artificers and mages, and then I was going to head back, and then tomorrow was actually going to be when they were going to try to activate it. So it was good timing.
I see, very convenient.
Yes.
Now you don't have to be stuck in that horrid place.
Yes, I am quite glad about that. That would not have been fun from the sound of it.
So you did seem to manage to keep your sanity.
Well, that's good to hear. That's good.
I'm going to offer you a piece of advice for our future endeavors.
All right.
If you look down a flight of stairs and see a chest by itself, do not go down there.
Well, that's quite specific, but I appreciate the warning. I will take that advice to heart and not do that.
Thank you.
Not a problem. I just hope that our chaos gnome friend also does not try to go after any random chests or anything as well.
You know, normally I would say the same thing, but this time I don't know. It just seemed like you had an itch.
Well, hopefully things will go better this time around.
I will make sure that they do.
I appreciate that.
I remember everywhere we were. I remember every foe we faced, every creature we encountered.
Excellent. I wish I had that same memory. That would have helped. But it's okay. At least some of us remember, and we'll be able to hopefully finally break the curse on this land and be free of it.
Yes.
So all of you are now going off to sleep.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. The night goes by, clicking on to the next day. You hear birds calling, gulls in the morning. You start raising up from your sleeping arrangements. Michael, this is probably a bit different from whatever inn you were last staying in. And Asteria, this is far better than waking up in that tomb once more.
Oh yeah, she's like after the bath and the massage and sleeping in a bed, she wakes up like bushy-tailed and happy as fuck.
Now, quick question: Should I roll for tinker tools for working on the mask?
Sure. We'll tinker tools. And what kind of materials are you using?
Probably cloth, some leather, some. I'm sure that the apparatus would also have some working gears, probably.
All right. It's not looking very good. You can see bits of tears in the fabric as you try to work with it. A spring just kind of goes shooting off, and you have no idea where it went. It's a good idea, but it doesn't seem to be working out.
He kind of. And upon hearing the day starting to begin, even from the depths of the hall, he looks around, then looks to Floof.
And if you haven't
Floof?
slept, you take a level of exhaustion.
Oh no, he was working on the things after he took a long rest.
Okay.
He fell asleep earlier than any of
Ah,
us.
that's right. Yeah. The rest of you went out shopping.
he fell asleep about 4 hours before everyone else did.
Jasper's gonna go to Torrin's room and knock on the door, see if he answers.
It's just dead silent.
I'm opening the door. Just walking right in.
Thor just sprawled out on the bed, just passed the fuck out.
Yep, that looks about right. I'm gonna go over. Is there a window in this room? Hoping there is, because if there is, I'm gonna go over and just throw open the curtains, and then go over and start jumping on the bed.
Yeah, I think there is like a small porthole.
Yep, I'm gonna open that wide, go over, start jumping on the bed. Rise and shine! Good morning, darling!
He just puts one arm up and pushes her off the bed, just
Try to like grab onto the bed or grab onto him to keep from falling totally in the floor. Come on, it was your choice to get drunk. We've got shit to do today, and you're the captain.
I'm allowed a day off as he rolls over.
He's gonna climb on top of him and straddle him. No, you're not. You took responsibility of this ship whenever you became captain, so get your ass up. We've got things to do.
And then all of a sudden,
This could get us in some real trouble right now.
And you think I care?
Floof appears in the bedroom, and he opens his mouth, and you hear Run's voice. Can we meet in the meeting room, please?
That's what we're trying to do, right?
Torn opens his eyes, just like wide open. Not surprised, but just like, I never want to hear your voice in my room first thing in the morning, Ron.
He's just gonna like grab the sides of his head and just like kiss him and cast Lesser Restoration that way. And here, feeling better?
I guess I got an adult today. Let's go.
Okay. I'm off of him, walk out the room, go into the meeting room.
And Floof is basically going around gathering everyone up.
See?
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
And
We're
now
gonna need to buy some more chairs.
Yeah, looks like it.
I could probably work on that later. Anyway, for right now, we have we already know that we will have to go to the tomb. I have made a list of things that we will most likely need. However, funds are kind of short. So I believe we should take on some missions and perhaps earn some more coins so that way we can prepare for what lies ahead. I could probably send my guild a message, and perhaps they could send us some items that way. Because last I heard, this whole Deathmonger thing, no souls being able to return, has also been kind of bad for business. With that said, perhaps we should go into town and take a look at the post board, or perhaps sail north.
All right. Put a pin in that for now. But I will tell you right now.
Under short, Jasper's handing the money to Erdon to put in the pouch.
You have this back. Like that.
Yeah, put a pin in that run. But before we get to that, one last thing for you. You are not to accept any jobs until the rest of us talk it over first, unlike last time. The rest of us. So. Look over at Dovit. I probably asked you this before I died at some point in time, but you're still new to me. Erdon, I had the one journey we went on? So I kind of know you.
Yeah.
Of course.
What did you... What?
Ask me anything.
Oh. What were you guys doing as far as like on the ship whenever we finally set sail? What did I have you guys doing?
I was in charge of the labor on the ship. I was also given charge of the party fund after Arya left.
So you're the... I think you got that mixed up a little bit. Jasper had the party fund. She would have been the quartermaster, so you end up becoming the quartermaster. Got it. Erdon, what about you?
I was in the kitchen with Aria, and in free time, probably working sales and Crow's Nest, maybe.
Jasper's just gonna pipe up. Wait, so if I gave Dovit the party fund and he became the quartermaster, what did I become exactly?
I'm just gonna look over at Run. Can you answer that?
Well, after Arya left in the other timeline, Jasper was a bit distraught. Many of us were. But outside of that, you and Jasper spent most of the time together. Onward and upwards.
Not what I was asking.
Remember, she became second in command.
Became the first mate. I'm literally asking like the officer positions I give y'all. That was out of character.
Can't remember the name of it, but yeah, second in command, first mate, whatever.
Yeah, first mate run was bosun.
I remember that. Torn's asking y'all like, what did I do with y'all officer wise?
I volunteered for heavy for the heavy lift in the quartermaster position, and when Jasper became first mate, I was given Torin gave me the party fund.
I became first mate. Right. Cool. Anybody else want first mate?
You reluctantly became first mate. You did not want it.
I don't want it now.
I think that sounds like a good idea.
No.
Well, if nobody else will take it.
You are like Bran. You and the furry one are like brand new.
Hey, I saved your life once.
True.
Watch it.
Apparently you didn't do it well enough. I still died.
That is a good point as well.
That time I couldn't really help it. You didn't see the thing.
Which
Right now, not a good track record.
which reminds me, I can't remember. I remember I bought Torin, or Run bought Torin a mall. Okay, never mind. He would have it because we
Yeah,
did
you bought an adamantine hammer or war hammer for me before we went for the
yes.
automaton because I still have it in my inventory.
Which reminds me, Torin, when we have the money, I would like to have I will pay for it, but an enchantment on that mall that I got you.
What enchantment?
There is a spell called Shatter, which does quite a bit of damage to constructs.
Oh, you know, like the spell that I already know?
And that stereo pop up, and the spell that I have as well.
Well, could have used it for the wish.
Actually, Asteria did. After Warren and Michael went down, she stepped out and, in a pissed off rage, cast at her at the highest level that she could. You were standing right there, so you would have seen it.
Basically, I think basically, Grizz, what I'm wanting to do is have a force damage put onto Torin's Maul.
All right. That's an artificer empowerment, isn't it?
I mean, I already do thunder damage on all my weapon attacks that I read in between sessions for some reason. Haven't been applying this whole time, but
That's okay. I haven't been applying my bludgeoning damage either.
yeah, because I have Divine Strike. On each turn, when you hit a creature with a weapon attack, I cause the attack to deal an extra 1d8 thunder damage as well.
But I'm not sure. Michael, is that artificer empowerment?
Or
Nope.
how long would it take Asteria to maybe enchant it herself?
What's the
What
enchantment level?
levels?
It's a second level spell.
I know there's a table for this.
I know. I don't know it off the top of my head either.
I think it's a day per level or something like that.
I think it's more than that. Hang on. An item with
Of course, I can't find it in the
third level.
I'm thinking under downtime activities again. Okay, there's crafting an item. Crafting magic items. Here we go. Crafting a magic item. Materials. What type of materials does the spell need?
It needs
Shatter?
Yeah,
a chip of mica. That's literally it.
I found a thing that says for a third level spell attached to an item, it would cost the character 500 gold pieces and around 20 days to construct. But that's for third level.
Shatter's a second level spell.
Yeah, I know.
Well, it's the same CR range for the crafting.
I look at Ren and speak in Gnomish. Little one, what can I do to help at this point?
And he speaks back, well, right now, the our main focus is to figure out we need to focus on possibly getting stronger and raising funds so that way we can be better prepared for the tomb.
Torrin's going to kind of smack the table. Hey, while we're at this table, we all use the same language. There's no secret here.
Would this be Torrin's first time seeing a Dragonborn speaking Gnomish?
That's not what he's worried about.
Huh?
No, actually, Torrin or David had spoken to Run before when he first came to the ship.
I wasn't in front of Torrin though, because Jasper had to go get Torrin to meet Dovit, so that wasn't in front of Torrin.
Oh, okay.
I'm playing two characters.
Torrin's not concerned of like what's speaking what. It's like what species can speak what. Because I mean, I'm a Dragonborn that speaks Elvish, a very delicate language. It's just more of we're here with the whole party in the same room having a meeting. There's no secrets here. We all speak the same language here. AKA, no secret talks.
I was just asking him what I needed to do to help the party.
I speak up in Gnomish as well and just say, well, I can also understand, so... I'm not sure about everybody else, but at least some of us can speak it too, so...
Right now, the things that we need to focus on is we need to get stronger, need to prepare for what lies ahead. This means that we need to raise funds. So, at this point in time, we need to figure out what to do next. Captain will have the last say of what jobs we do.
Also, before we do anything really, we need to figure out what to do with the two cats down in the bottom of the ship. That's going to be a problem.
Yep, especially since they really only want to listen to one language.
What language is that?
Soon enough, they're not going to listen to any language, and they're going to try to eat our faces.
Actually, he turns to Dovit. The two creatures down in the hold, they only understand Draconic.
I see.
Interesting.
How is your animal handling skills?
Hang on, wait. Listen, trust the druid of the party. We can keep those things trained for a very short time. That is not going to last. These things are wild animals. They will turn on us eventually. They're just not old enough yet. They can't be trained.
Even if you can speak Draconic?
Even if you can speak Draconic. They understand it for right now. They'll listen for right now. They are going to turn.
The only reason they listened to and speak Draconic was because of the short times that we were in the Feywild, but ended up lasting a whole month here. A former party member of ours was watching over them and somehow trained them to listen to Draconic.
Okay.
Actually, like speaking Draconic, whatnot, really means nothing to them other than that's just a language that they respond to.
Gotcha. So basically, like commands, like go fetch, stay, sit,
not
attack.
even commands. They don't listen to commands.
Oh.
Really, the only way to control them is with spells, and I don't really want to use up spells every day. So, you can
should I
in the forest and let them live their happy little wild
life. Overboard?
But
if you're gonna do anything like that, do not do it while area is around or can see or hear.
You let me worry about Aria. We need to get those things off the ship and return them back to the wild before they get too big.
So you're not throwing them overboard?
The druid is not going to throw the fucking cats overboard.
I was talking to Dovit, and I was telling him, so you're not going to throw him overboard.
I have a feeling I have a feeling
Actually,
like Jasper would hurt me if I tried.
Actually, I was thinking that maybe perhaps they could be trained by with with druid and barbarian.
And Run, I'm telling you, as the druid, you want to train them, they can't be trained.
I see why I stuck with the group now. This is quite entertaining. That's me.
All
right, so when it comes,
I wouldn't mind. These can't.
So when it comes to the cats, we're just gonna, as soon as we're able to, Jasper, Wisteria, you two find a way, get Arya off the ship, away from the ship, away from the opening of the city, and the entrance to the city, gate, whatever. While the rest of us will get these cats and we'll lead them out of the city. Probably maybe half a day's worth into the jungle, whatnot, and set them free.
Jasper will just look over at Asteria. Well, you look pretty happy-go-lucky and furry, so you can deal with Aria. I'll deal with the big cats. I can at least make them friendlier, so I can get them off the ship and return them to the wild. Fair enough? Saying that to everyone as well, but still started with talking to Asteria.
Got it.
Sounds good to me. I can also speak Draconic. If that helps in any way, just let me know.
Run just kind of sighs.
I'm sorry, Run. It's just not possible. Maybe we can find a bear.
What?
Nothing.
Now you got my attention.
If we can find a bear and I can train a bear, I want to do that. Or
I want like a big bear, because I want a fucking armor-clad, shield, hammer, bearing, dragonborn riding into that fucking tomb on a fucking bear.
If you wanted to ride into a tomb on a bear, all you had to do was say so. You know, your girlfriend can kind of fucking turn into one.
Why? It'd be better if you could just be riding right there behind me.
Good point. Alright, so we find a bear and we get an armor.
Out of character, this sounds so wrong on so many levels.
You hush up.
Quick question, Grizz.
Go for it.
What is the CR rating with the cats?
Let's see. The particular cats happen to be. Let's find out. Come on. Creatures and monsters. They are CR4.
Damn. Too high. Oh, there goes that idea.
After this meeting is adjourned, Asteria,
Oh,
you
no.
go and talk to Aria.
Oh.
Distract her, get her off of the deck of the ship, probably into one of the bedrooms where she can't see the deck, and then I'll take it from there. Asteria, okay, sounds good.
Real quick, Asteria, how familiar are you with this city?
How familiar am I with the city? Probably would have hit the port after she left home.
Asteria definitely would have been here at least once to have been in this area.
Pretty decently familiar. Why?
Enough not to get lost?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm just making sure, because Aria gets herself lost quite easily, and I don't need someone else that can get lost to be with her.
Oh, yeah. I got that covered.
Alright, now looping back to where I was working on. Asteria. I'm sorry, I never even caught your name. Looking over at Michael.
Oh, my name's Michael.
Okay. You two have. For starters, what do you do? Like, AKA class.
Well, I'm a artificer, wizard. Mostly, kind of a battlesmith. Obviously, I can build, like steel defender, and I show him the steel defender. I can. He can provide a protective shield around me, as well as do close range melee attacks, so that if anything gets close in, I have a way to defend myself.
I'm a bard.
As
Uh,
she as she says, boops people on the nose.
Yeah, put people on the nose.
You know,
okay,
this is
dude,
going to
stay away
be.
from me. Michael Asteria, either you two have experience working on a ship such as this?
No.
Should I roll for anything or just no?
That's
That'd
up
be
to you.
something in your background.
Did you have anything in your background?
No. So that'd be a no.
So yes, no.
I have
I've
written
heard-
on ships, but I have not worked on them
Uh,
in my
uh,
journeys.
I've heard songs
Doran.
from sailors.
Hold up, Ron.
I was just going to.
Let me think. Let me think.
Michael,
that-
what do you know about
that-
energy weapons?
For the love of God, please do not answer that question.
I will not answer that for the moment until Torin gets his train of thought out.
I do. I'm gonna just look over it, Ron. I do not even know where you're heading with that. I don't want to know. Okay, so obviously you have experience making stuff, whatnot. So you're gonna stick with Ron as our bosun, aka you're gonna be doing a lot of the ship repairs and improvements, whatnot.
Okay,
As I'm looking at Michael.
that sounds good. I can help with that.
Asteria, what kind of skills do you have?
I can heal people. I pretty decent at fighting.
She could make a tiny house.
Can make a tiny house. If we ever need a place to rest, I could do that.
Works.
Anybody cast any spells at you, I can counter those. I can change things into other things.
Wait, out of character. Does Asteria still have the Wand of Wonder?
She does have a horn. Whether or not it still works is only time will tell.
Like, you'll probably see it like on her belt, but she hasn't tried it. And yeah, I'm pretty decent at keeping people alive, except for in the circumstance where you and Michael died. That was a special circumstance. Michael almost lived if the thing hadn't run back over him.
That's nice to know that at least I had a little bit of a
How
chance.
smart are you with money?
I mean, I'm a bard. I kind of spend it.
Bitch.
Jasper to pipe up. I mean, I had the party fund before. I could always take it back and keep hold of it.
And Dova speaks up. I also had the party fund at 142. We came back here.
Erdon, you said you took over as the cook?
Yeah. And I guess where Rhea's going to be staying now, then I'd just be kind of helping out in the kitchen.
Or since I'm not
Well-
going to be up in the crow's nest anymore, might be a job for you.
Yeah, crow's nest. Like anything to do with the
So,
sails, climbing up, I can do.
being a ranger, I imagine you're good with supplies.
Yeah.
All right. Asteria, you're going to be assisting Area with cook.
Okay.
We'll talk this out later because I know you're going to be mad at me. Jasper, party
Yes.
funds, give that to Erdon.
I don't really care who has it. As long as they don't spend all of it, she'll hand it over.
Erdon, I want to leave you again. So
Run gets an evil grin across his face.
I don't like that. Erdon, you're going to be quartermaster in charge of supplies, whatnot. Again, though, unless it's run of the mill supplies, is anything outside of that, run final purchase through me or the first mate. Dovit, you're going to be assisting him with upkeep on supplies and everything.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to be you're going to be his assistant. Jasper, you're filling the only other open spot.
I don't want it.
That's the part I'll say, and we'll talk it out later.
Fine.
Ah,
All right.
okay.
Close to you and bug the shit out of you. all
Does
day.
that mean that the meeting's over now?
No. Like Jasper said, when the meeting is over, we're going to get those cats taken care of. After that, Erdon, Dovit, I want you guys to, take an actual... Or actually, while me, Ron, and Jasper, and I guess Michael will join us on this, are taking care of the cats, Erdon, Dovit, take a supply or inventory the ship of our supplies and everything.
Got it.
Asteria, you're going to go with Arya. You know what you need to do.
Yep.
Once it's all set, everything's said and done, we're going to meet back up at the end. Erdon, Dovit, you guys are going to focus on getting, again, like the run-of-the-mill supplies, whatnot. At the end, though, we will talk over what additional stuff we might need. We'll diversify funds there. Then we'll split up to go get everything else we may need.
I believe me and the little one should try and draw out a map to tell for us to know where exactly we need to go once we get to that horrid city. We'll
take care of that in the evening when we get back to the ship.
Captain, I would really end up being more of a snack for the cats. I would feel that I would be better served to see what jobs that might be available to us and bring those back this evening, so that we could decide on.
Let's focus on the cats as supplies today.
Captain, I don't need Run's help. All I need is a thick enough rope to put around their neck, and I've got it handled from there.
I've taken the four of us are going.
You're not going to be much help.
I have other reasonings behind it.
He wants Run to be kept have an eye on.
Not far from the truth. What two better people to keep an eye on him than the captain and the first mate?
Well, we know how that went with the first time that I kept an eye on him.
That was when it was just you watching over him.
Fine, just stand back. Don't get in my way.
We're gonna run. We're gonna focus on supplies first. Get what we need. Gives people a chance to get better weapons, armor, whatnot. Then we'll start looking
I
at jobs because
uh,
inns are a great
actually,
place to find jobs, and they are more lively towards the evening and at night.
I will say that I know a perfect spot to actually pick up some nice weapons and things. But in order to do
It's
that,
the place I was kicked out of. I can't go back.
no, actually, I can honestly tell you that the items in this place is out of this world.
Are you
Oh,
talking about the traveler?
Again, we'll focus on where we're buying stuff once we meet back up at the end. Right now,
Run will turn to Dovin and
Turn
just
on.
put a finger along the side of his nose and smile.
Erdon, Dovit, you guys know what you need to do. Asteria, you know what you need to do. Michael, Run, Jasper, let's go get these cats.
Sounds
We'll
good to
meet
me.
back up at the end. What time is it right now, Grizz?
It is morning now.
5 till 11. Oh.
Shut up, Ron.
I need the thickest rope that we can find.
All right, so we'll
Because
meet
you
up
guys
at the end.
slept.
Let's say around midday. Maybe a little bit later, depending upon how long it takes us to get the cats far enough away from the city.
David wants to pull Jasper aside for a second.
Yes.
The little one is suggesting that we visit the traveler again. In my experience from before, you and Uran were both offered a pact with her, and you declined. But Uran was given wild magic. Just something to keep in mind should we go there.
Thank you for letting me know, and we will have to deal with that when we come to it. Now he can't get to the traveler without me giving him the thing that he needs anyway. So, I think we're handled in that regard. I want to check my pocket to make sure that the fucking coin is still there. Run, is it still there?
Huh?
I
Okay.
didn't see any sleight of hand checks, so.
This can be rolled privately and sent to the DM. Okay. So, things we can find. Let's go.
And break on 3. 1, 2, 4.
Whatever. And she just walk out of the room and start searching the ship for a thick rope.
and as you guys leave your discussion room, each with a different task, that is where we're going to close off for this week.
Nice. That
Yeah,
went
just-
pretty well.